Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to talk about the Arex Delta M after 500 rounds. About a month ago, we did the initial thoughts and shots on this firearm. We put about 100 rounds through it, did that review. Now this is our 500 round review. Roughly a month later, like I said. We'll go over the kind of basic specs and features of it just to give everybody a refresher. Then we'll go over kind of what we thought of it, how we felt after shooting 500 rounds. I kind of realized the other day that we've grown quite a bit and I haven't introduced myself in a while. So I'm Patrick with the Northwoods Nobodies. I do pretty much all the social media. I do all the video editing. I am assisted behind the scenes by Dan, Mark, Scott, Sam, Tom. We've got a pretty good group of guys that work on it, so you will see them in other videos if you go back and watch on our catalog. For those of you that have been around for a while, I promise Mark will be back eventually to do a review. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to talk about the Arex Delta. So basic specs and features on it. Obviously, it is a striker-fired handgun. It is chambered in 9mm. It is made by Arex. And it is 7.1 inches overall length. It is about 4.7 inches tall, 1.18 inches wide. The barrel is 4 inches long. It is considered to be a compact firearm. And they believe there's an L and an X and then the M. So it's got a little bit of a line there from Arex. In the box, you get a 15 round magazine. You also get a 17 round magazine. You will then get what looks like a silencer. It's not, it's a cleaning kit for it. So I forgot to mention this in the initial video. You do get a cleaning kit with it. And then, stay for a second, you do get interchangeable back straps that come with it. So it does come with 3 additional interchangeable back straps as well as the one on the back of the firearm itself. And then this one is optics capable, so you can mount a red dot to the slide and you get a series of plates and hardware to go with that. So you can put a whole host of red dots on there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to put a red dot on it for the review. Maybe something we'll do in the future. This may become kind of our base platform to try out 9mm with a red dot, that kind of stuff. The firearm itself, they make a black flat dark earth and then the gray one that you see here, and it looks like your typical striker fire pistol. And it's got quite a bit of features and kind of, nice little benefits to it for the price of it. So starting with the grip on it, it is very textured and it's not a bad texture. Like it's a good amount of texture. It's not too rough in your hands, but it gives you a very positive grip and a very positive feel on it. And there's a lot of texture. So back strap obviously has it. You have it up on the sides of the grip itself down there, across the front, even up here on, for your thumb to go. A little bit of, nothing as aggressive, but a little bit of texturing around the trigger guard. It does have a rail for lights, lasers. Controls on it are ambidextrous, so magazine release on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side. Slide lock is on either side as well, and then the takedown is on both sides, kind of like a Glock. So, like I said before, it does come with 15 and 17 round magazines, and they are very, very tactile and work very well. So if you're going to do the magazine change, it's very quick, very easy on it. It does have a little bit of a flared mag well to assist in doing reloads. I just did it out of my pocket for the most part because I don't have a holster for it, and it worked very well. So it's just, all in all, that's with a nice trigger in it. Obviously the magazine is out, verify it's empty. It does have a trigger safety on there, and then to push that in, that's your wall. So it's a pretty short amount of movement. And your wall, great. It's very crisp, very tactile. The reset is very similar, very tactile, very short. So it's a really nice trigger in it. As I previously stated in videos, I am not the greatest pistol shot. I am getting significantly, or not significantly, I'm getting better as we shoot these things more and more. I like the trigger in this quite a bit. So for a factory trigger, very nice, very easy to mount, very easy to shoot. I shot a lot at 25 yards and I was fairly accurate with it. I did shoot a few at 50 and made some decent hits there, and then I think we even clacked out a couple at 100 just for giggles, and we hit those as well. So it's a very accurate pistol. Moving up to the slide, it is they call it a 3-dot, sight, but you can see the rear sights are blacked out. The front sight has a dot on it. There are serrations on the front of the slide as well as serrations on the back, and as I previously mentioned, it is optics capable, so you can remove the plate and install the plates that come with to install the optics. It is interesting that the hardware on it is offset. So unlike a Glock MOS or something like that, the hardware isn't next to each other, it's offset. So that's unique. I'm sure that's why they include all the plates to mount different red dots on it. So yeah, that's kind of your overall fit and feature of it. It's nice. Like, I really enjoyed shooting it. I probably put the bulk of the rounds through it. I believe I put about 400 rounds through it myself. Part of that is because I wanted to finish up the review before we go down to GunCon this weekend. So I banged it out the other day and knocked out the last couple hundred rounds in it. So everybody else shot it. You know, they have somewhere in that 100 rounds, they all shot it. They all liked it. Everybody was very positive and talked very nice of it. Tom was the last one to shoot it, and he was very impressed with it. So what's nice about the Arex is it can be very affordable. If you're going to pay full price on it, I'm not knocking that because it's a really nice pistol. If you get it on sale, you're getting a hell of a deal for that price. So watch for these to go on sale. I believe we got it for like $335 shipped. So, you know, the $300 to $350 range. Global Ordnance, Primary Arms, if you're signed up for like Mr. Guns and Gear's daily deals, he sends that out in there, and I've seen it more often than not. It's a really good value. If you get it for a sale price, like I said, I wouldn't hesitate to get it at full price, but if you get it at sale price, it's an awesome handgun. It's the first one that I've ever shot or even handled from Arex. I've heard of them, I know of them, I've never shot their stuff before. So this was our first experience with it, and overall very positive. We liked it quite a bit. As far as maintenance on it, it is very simple, very easy to take down, being a striker fire pistol. So magazine out, verify that the chamber is empty. You do have to just squeeze the trigger, so drop that, pull it back just a little bit, and then it's a very short and easy take apart. So all the mechanisms are very short in it, so pretty easy to take apart. Recoil spring, barrel. Through the review, I only cleaned it or lubed it up in the beginning of it. So I put a little bit of Lucas gun oil on the contact points in the grip as well as the barrel itself, and I didn't clean it beyond that. So it performed very well through that. There was no issues. I think the only things that I had happen to it were 1 or 2 rounds that didn't go into the chamber, one of which just happened the other day when I was doing it. And all I had to do was give it a little bop on that hook line. So reassemble it, just kind of get it lined up. Super short, super easy, very, very easy to take apart, very easy to take down. So yeah, like I said, I think I had maybe 2, hold ups, and that was just like loading around in there. The slide was deck, I just had to give it a little bop. So I think 1 or 2 of those is all I had to do there. Yeah, overall, it's a very solid pistol. So yeah, we put 500 rounds through it for this final review. It is not standing up. I know there's a lot of people, 500 rounds isn't the end all be all when it comes to firearms reviews as far as durability, reliability. I think there's a lot of people in the country that are, a lot of firearms owners in the country that don't shoot that much still. And that culture is definitely changing, it seems like, the last couple of years. People are becoming more active with them. Shooting matches, going to more ranges. It seems like the culture has changed, and I think guys like Anthem probably has a pretty big impact on that. So he's a really solid voice in the 2A community. It seems like, from at least what we see through YouTube, and never met the guy personally, but he seems like he's a really good fit for that. Yeah, the culture seems to have changed. I still think there's a lot of firearms owners that are only doing a range visit a month, every other month, every once a quarter, and I was like that for quite a while until we started the channel. A little before that, we had started to shoot a little bit more and do more things, but it still seems like that's kind of the standard for people. So 500 rounds, I think, is still a decent test for the average, gun owner in the country. Yeah, the Arex overall is a very solid pistol. I have very little hesitation recommending this gun after shooting it as much as I did. The reliability is there. It seems like the durability is there, at least through here. The option to mount an optics on it is fantastic. The capacity is nice, 15 and 17, plus 1. Yeah, it's a very just nice pistol. The grip is great. I like the way it points. I like the way the sights work. Just all in all, I think it's a very well-built handgun. And like I said before, I have 0 experience with Arex up until this point. Never had even held one until we got this one. So 2 thumbs up. I'm holding the gun. I can't do 2. Really like it. I recommend it for sure. This was a very solid handgun. Holsters do exist for it. I have no experience with them. It kind of fit in my Glock 17 holster that I have on my battle belt, gun belt, whatever. It's a Safari Land, and it, you know, somewhat fit in there. It didn't really click in, but it would fit. So I did a little bit of work on the holster, not as much as I would have liked had I had a proper holster for it, but they do exist. Do your own research, buy what you think is going to work for you. Extra magazines are available for it. They're between 25 and 30 bucks, so not terribly expensive, you know, in line with a Glock magazine. Magazine themselves are metal, and then obviously I think this one's got the extended base plate because it's the plus 17, or the 17 rather, the 15 is a little more flush. So yeah, that is kind of our final, you know, 500 round review on the Arex. Now we'll definitely keep it around and we'll shoot it more and just kind of keep it in the collection. If something does happen or change with it, I will obviously let you guys know an update on that. If you have Instagram, northwoods.nobody's, hit us up on there, or follow us, I should say. Trying to grow that a little bit more and get a bigger following there. I do a lot of at the range. I try and do behind the scenes. So if you're curious what we're doing next for a review, or you know, that kind of stuff, I do more behind the scenes stuff on our Instagram. I'll put a link in the description for that. I'll also put a link in the description for Arex's website for listing here. Like I said, places to watch are like Global Ordnance, Primary Arms, sign up for Mr. Guns and Gear's daily deals. He sends that out every night. It's awesome. That's honestly where we found this for the price that we did. So reiterating, if you pay full price for it, I don't think you've overpaid for what you get in this handgun. If you get it on sale, even better. Like, you got a hell of a deal there. You save some money for training, for ammo. Great. Yeah, like I said, 2 thumbs up. This thing is great. Definitely recommend it. It was a blast to shoot. If you have an Arex, either the Delta, or if you have their, I believe it's the Zero, it's like a 226 clone, drop that in the comments. See what you guys think of it. I'm curious what your guys' experience is as a community. If you guys have shot it, if you've done anything with them, what do you think of them? Drop it in the comments. Let us know there. This video will come out Saturday, June 24th. So if you're watching this, we should be at GunCon having a fantastic time. So if you follow the Instagram, you should see some updates and just some kind of behind the scenes stuff that we're doing at GunCon, just sharing our experience there. So kind of a little heavy on the Instagram push right now. We're just trying to grow that a little bit more. And it's a great way to see what we do behind the scenes and our range visits and kind of some of our shenanigans there. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.